All right, we got week 6 of the NFL, week 7 in college football. But this is what I learned watching football this weekend. Well, first off, Penn State, they made the right decision firing James Franklin. Like, it's been 12 years and they're not competing for national championships with him. And, you know, whatever they got to spend to buy out, that's their money. You know, if they can afford it, that's on them. But, you know, people say, well, who you gonna get better? They don't need better. They need different. They need somebody who can recruit a quarterback. But yeah, but Penn State should not just be okay with winning 9-10 games every year. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason Penn State can't be up there with Ohio State and Michigan. You know, they should be compete with those teams every year. They can't beat them, and he doesn't beat them. He doesn't beat top ranked teams. They're just depending on you know, every year you just depending on beating Maryland and Purdue every year to get you 9-10 wins. Those type of teams. That ain't good enough, especially for Penn State. And Penn State should be thinking bigger than that. So they don't need a better coach. They need a different coach. And going to the NFL, I mean, that's up and down weekend, man. Like, the ups and downs of the NFL is crazy. I watched Arizona. Arizona barely, I mean, should have beat the Colts. They went to Indianapolis without Kyler Murray. Marvin Harrison Jr., their number one receiver, gets hurt. They on their third and fourth running backs, and they just going up and down the field on the Colts, who got a good defense on the road. Jacoby Brissett, the backup quarterback, backup receivers, backup running backs. They score 20. They're going up and down the field. How is this possible? What is going on? Like, just some teams, you see Jacksonville, the way they got up Monday night, the way they play Kansas City, you come back the next week at home and you score 12 points in a loss. It's just these teams, I don't know, just 1 week to the next. You emotional 1 week, and the next week, all that's just gone. Like, it's crazy, like the roller coaster ups and downs. I mean, some teams got to figure that out to stay even, to not get so high 1 week to the next, and then drop to come. All that emotion and fire and passion you played with last week is just gone. No energy. And then you got the 49ers situation. Just, you know, Fred Warner, he out for the year, broke his ankle. And I just don't know, man, how they can function year in, year out. The same old thing with the 49ers. Every year. It's crazy. Brock Purdy's been out. Ayuk still hurt, out from last year. George Kittle hasn't played since week 2. Nick Bosa got hurt again. He out for the season. Now Fred Warner. You lose your best 2 defensive players out for the season. You don't have George Kittle. You don't have your starting quarterback. You don't have any your number 1 and number 2 receivers that you were banking on to start the year. Yet they 4-2. But every year, man, like, how can they keep going on? Or what's going on there with this every single year? They got to deal with these kind of injuries. I don't know how they do it. I'm a 49er fan. It's crazy. Like, how long can this window stay open? Like, Trent Williams is getting older. They're going to have to replace him soon. They wearing Christian McCaffrey out. That's not going to pay off in the long run. Like, they got to rebuild this whole team, this whole organization. They got to start all over. Because this is crazy, man. Like, every year. It's what can you say? Just one team every single year. Your best players. If it ain't Debo, it's Kittle. If it ain't Kittle, it's Bosa. If it ain't Bosa, it's this guy, that guy. You know. But, you know, and we had, speaking of the ups and downs too, you got to think about Buffalo. 2 weeks ago, Buffalo, yeah, they're the best team in football. And here we are now. They done lost 2 in a row, and they just got spanked by Atlanta. 2 weeks ago, Atlanta was getting destroyed by Carolina, and now they beating Buffalo. I mean, the ups and downs, like, I can't figure it out, man. If somebody can figure it out, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money if you can figure out what team is ready to play, what team ain't. Is it the players not caring? Just, like, really the Colts. Like, you know, you playing Arizona at home, you one of the best teams in the league, one of the best defense in the league, and you just, like, they going up and down the field on you. You can't stop Jacoby Brissett. in Arizona, they backup running backs and backup receivers. No Kyler Murray, no Marvin Harrison Jr. You can't stop that offense. That's got to be on the players, man. Like, just well, we don't really care. Just taking other teams for granted. Like, this is college football or something. This NFL. But yeah, that's what I learned watching football, man. I feel sorry for the 49ers, all these injuries. You know, the ups and downs. Team is terrible one week, the next week they completely different. It's just a